Hello, America. Hello, America. Hello, America. Welcome to America After Dark with me. I am Bernard Brown. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I know y'all could be somewhere else, but y'all here with us. Hey, I want everyone to share on ATR, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you at around the world. I want y'all to tune in. Hey, we got a great show tonight. And first thing first we want to give thanks to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, for just having us here tonight and tuning in. I hope everybody around the world, around the country, and in America is being safe, social distant, wear your mask, and hey, like I say, and we're doing some good things here at ATR Black Media. We want to thank the president, Julius Hall, for giving us a platform to show our talent, for us to just be who we are and speak our mind. And I just want to say our opinion. Each individual on this show have their own opinion, and that's their opinion. And who don't like their opinion, hey, get your own opinion. And hey, like I say, hey, everybody's going through something around this world. Everybody's going through hard time, don't last forever. And like I say, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to America After Dark. Hey, it's gonna be a great show. I want y'all to enjoy it. And hey, let's bring the guests out, y'all. Let's do this. It's showtime. 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 The Nature Boy.
There it is.
Mike Jones.
There it is.
And AKA Judge Ike. What's up, my boys?
Living in America.
Living in America with America.
Lord, there it is.
Mike Jones, Nature Boy. Woo!
Woo!
They're ready. They're ready now.
Woo!
There it is, Bernard.
Hey, what's up, Mike Jones? Welcome. Glad to see you again, bro.
Glad to be here, big brother. Glad to be Coach B squared. Coach B squared. Glad to be here.
Hey, that
Yeah,
is
America.
America. I know it. Hey, you know what, man? Like I was saying backstage, man. I'm like, man. Hey, let's get started. We're gonna say, hey, let's get started with the first, and we'll go from there. Let's get started, y'all.
Bernard, a friend of mine on the line want to know, can you get him out of jail?
Hey,
Hell no.
not right now.
Hell no.
Not right now.
No, you
Hey,
might want to leave that there alone.
We're gonna leave that one alone, JB. That's
Leave
on
that
the next
alone.
subject. That's on the next subject.
That's it. He ain't gonna be able to get you. I'll call you next week.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
Well, hey, Judge, why don't you post bail for him?
Hey,
Look,
that's a lot of damn money.
If he come up in my court, ain't gonna be no bail. I'm gonna put his ass in jail for 20 years, Hype Joe. Everybody trying to come up in my court. You come up in my court, you're going to jail.
Hey, when you come up in my court, you come up short.
there it is.
Hey, touchdown.
There you go.
Hey, we already kicking field goals already. God damn.
That touchdown there.
Look at him.
Miss Producer, first subject. Let's go, Miss Producer. First subject, me time between time. Hey, how was y'all week? And get it off y'all chest. Hey, and I'm gonna let the little young fella go. Go ahead, Hype Jones. The little young fella.
No. The young fellow is Nature Boy. Nature Boy. I got Nature Boy about 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
Nature
that's
Boy
right.
go.
That's right.
Hey.
Damn, Bernard, come on now.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Hey, let's go back.
I'm gonna let you have it though. I didn't want to mess you up on your show.
Limousine
Producer,
riding, wheeling and dealing. Woo!
There it
The
is.
Nature
JB.
Boy.
JB, we need a reprimand on Bernard. I don't know what's going on, but
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Hey,
Look
Miss
at-
Producer, why
I'm
you put
messing
that
with you.
comment back up? Miss Producer, why you put that first comment up?
put it all the
Put
way
that
up.
first
All the
comment
way
back
up.
up. Hey, I live for Friday to watch y'all. Hey, and thank you,
There it is.
Donna. We appreciate it. Hey, go ahead, the Nature Boy.
All right. Well, look here. You know, I like to keep things optimistic, but let me tell y'all how the week started. So every day, you know, I travel quite a bit. Y'all read between the lines. I travel quite a bit. So where I am, it's been raining all day, every day. But Sunday night at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm in a very rural part of the United States, and my damn tire go flat at 6 in the morning.
Have
Now,
mercy.
if anybody know about
Have
rural America and black folk, even though I'm light skinned, they don't take too kind to my part. So I
Have
said,
mercy.
shit, I ain't gonna get out there in that darkness and try to change the tire, end up on a tree swinging. They said strange fruit. I ain't want to expire like that. So I said, you know what? I ain't gonna sit out in this car and they come out here and beat me anyway, and I'd be out here in the car. So either way, I'm gonna lose out. But hey, at least the ground fertilized. But look here, it started kind of rough, we ended kind of good, but that's where we are.
And you
Yeah,
you better not say you Dr. Nature Boy, because they'll really get your educated self.
Yeah.
You ain't no damn nature, damn boy.
You ain't no nature boy. I'm a nature boy.
I'm a nature boy on your ass right now. You got what the hell you talking about? You all out here and you gonna take that
Right.
damn time and we're gonna tell you to get that damn ninja out here in this goddamn
Right,
time.
boy.
We can start like, hey y'all, here's a step outside the car, sir. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
So you just gonna ignore what I asked you to do, huh?
Right.
Ain't no dang Judge Ikes in these
Right.
parks.
And
Right. Look here.
Hey, they wasn't gonna bother you. They just wanted to know whether you was vaccinated. That's all.
That's
Right.
it, man.
Look here.
And you better tell them no.
If you ain't vaccinated, we're gonna let your ass and put you in the back of your own trunk.
But yeah, man. But
Hey,
we
Brother Bernard, my day was a long day, long week. You know, I got the little one. This report card week is Monday is report card. So, you know, I'm a hustler. I made sure everything was all T's was crossed, all I's was dotted, and we weren't gonna have nothing less than a 90 on that boy report card because I understand how important. So my day was filled with making sure I mastermind to make sure Johannes' report card was on point, and that's what majority of my day. And then my father got out the hospital. He was in the hospital last week.
Sorry
He got out the hospital on Monday, and so I've been over there playing referee between my mama and my daddy. So that's how my week's been
I
going.
get it.
And y'all know how it go when you become referee between parents.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Look here.
So that's what my week been like.
So,
Hey, I feel you. Hey, I'm like I said, man, I'm glad your father doing good.
Amen.
I'm
Amen.
glad to go out to him, and that's good. And I'm glad the Nature Boy got off that road. What about you? What about you?
Y'all, real quick. Y'all better tell Johannes better have a good report card, cause boy, Jay put him in that figure
Oh
four.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can see it. Hey, I'm scared.
Hey, Nature Boy, what you got, a little nature pop?
Look here, this thing here run me crazy. He about to go back over there with mom and dad. This thing get on my nerves so bad.
JB, I got
You must be calling him.
mine bothering me right now too.
Mine
Gee.
too, man.
Hey, man, y'all got nature poodles.
Hey, they coming in at
Tell
the
'em,
same
Charlotte.
time.
They all come at the same time.
I know
There you
it. Go ahead, Major. Go ahead. Brandon, give me Major. Sit your ass
Oh
down.
man, everybody got dogs.
Lord.
Dogs.
Come on,
Hey,
come on.
well,
Oh,
everybody
Jay,
got a dog with me.
Bernard, you need to do a dog show. Hey, Bernard, that dog got a wig on.
He got a wig. That's right. Hey, he ain't cutting nothing. We ain't cutting his ass.
We ain't cutting them.
Hey, Major,
That
sit
dog
down.
got on a wig.
You remember keep
Man, I
it
look at man, he pissed off. Why the fuck I can't get on camera?
Everybody got a dog with me. Oh,
I'm a print a picture. Is that a dogwood tree?
Hey, so how was your week, JB? How was your week, Jay?
hey, my week started off rough.
Go.
I had to plead my case that needed some immediate attention, and I just want to tell America out there a few things because it was a dangerous situation. It was a matter of job and your integrity. So I want to tell America. I want to tell America 5 things: stand up for yourself, never back down, stand on your principle, have the courage to face your fears and believe that whatever you decide to do is right. Don't let anyone change your mind, and make the difference in your own decision. Because I had to deal with some serious stuff. It wasn't no politics, but it tilted over into the realm of politics and your manhood, so to speak. I
Right,
don't
right.
want to say where, how, but just stand up for what you believe in, and no matter what the consequence is. If you have to go down by yourself, then go down by yourself, but stand up for yourself.
JB, but you know one thing, JB, I tell people that all the time, especially people running for office. If you don't have the nuts to stand alone, then you don't need to be out there doing no leadership.
Right. You absolutely right.
That boy said nuts. Where the nut man at, man?
Hey,
Hey, I was talking about nut juice.
Let me tell you what his ass doing. Let me tell you what Nut Juice doing.
So right, where your son?
Let me tell you what he's doing now. He can't stay up all night, right? So he got a problem with America After Dark going all night, so he can't make it. So he gonna come in halfway through the damn show, so he don't have to stay all night. And president of the ATR, we gonna cut his pay.
Bernard,
all night long.
Hey, Bernard,
all night long.
Hey, Jay, tell him this. Excuses or what? Just ask him. Let him tell him what excuses are.
That's it.
Excuses are tools and competent mind was nothing. Those who specialize in Southern good for anything but are professionals in making excuses.
Teray, you ain't being confident, are you? We calling you out. Oh, big man. I'm supposed to call up what big man?
Yeah.
Uncle Big Man. We calling you out too.
That's it. Hey, I had a great week. I got a big ass raise. Hey,
if you got a big raise, that means we all got big raises coming, JB.
We got big raises.
Hey. Touchdown.
We going to Hollywood. We going to Hollywood, boy.
Take it to Vegas.
There you go. Hey, are we going to Vegas? Hollywood or Vegas? One of the two.
We can do both.
Hey, we can do both. That's right.
Yeah,
In December. That's it.
Better get in touch with Jamal so we can take some of his nut juice out there and promote it.
Hey,
Damn nut juice.
It's so hot out in Vegas. It's so hot out in Vegas, they might need some nut juice.
That damn
Check
nut juice.
What I got, we don't need no nut juice. We going high class, but we going champagne and wine.
There it is.
I
flying limo ride. Y'all don't know about it.
They don't know about that.
Hey.
Go, baby.
I got my minion cup. I'm ready.
There you go. Hey, but like I had a great week, man. Something happened to me today, and I was talking about backstage, and man, I am so emotional but now I was like, we had a.
He gonna cry when they get in the car.
Put your glasses. Take your glasses on.
Put your glasses.
Put them on.
There you go.
We get emotional, but we had a basketball tournament going on at Swanee, right? And boys and girls, and I didn't expect to go and speak. I went through the back door, right? Because I didn't want to, get involved. I went through the back door, and so what happened was they called me out, and so I had to go in there and I had to speak with the kids and everything. And man, it was one of the most joyful moments I ever had in my whole life. Man, the kids just was happy. I was talking to them. I gave them like some envelopes of life. One kid came up here and just grabbed me on my leg and just, it was just so emotional, and I high-five all of them. And my thing is this: the precious moment is free. You can't buy a precious moment like that. And the kids was, like I said, the kids was great. It didn't get me to go back to coaching, but what it did for me is if I can go around and talk to kids and just see the smile on their face, especially, I ain't nobody. I'm trying to be somebody. And damn, I like that one. Shit. Y'all, I like that one. But it was a great week, great day, man. And hey, put God first and the kids second, and we'll be okay.
Hey, JB, here go a better quote. To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Woo! I gotta beat you. I gotta beat you there.
I like that one. Because he said that was the most joyful moment of his life. And I like what you said, because I was getting ready to say, I thought having sex for the first time was his most joyful moment of his life.
That come last.
But he said the kids are the most joyful moment.
That's right, the kids. That come last.
But
Hey, man.
to the point, man, let me tell you something.
Make sure you separate that, though. You don't want to put kids in that joyful moment at the same time.
Listen.
Oh, goodbye.
When it comes to basketball, when it comes to any sports, that's what we talking about. Kids with that. So whoever that man is, he's a sick young man, and he deserves to be where he at. Go ahead, Nature Boy.
Right there you go. We going on here. He done went. Look, we supposed to be going on 5-16. This brother on 16 going
he
south.
On 16, I know he on 620. I don't know where the hell this man at. He way out there.
We going on.
Hey, mute James. Mute James. Mute his ass right now. Mute him. There you go. Mute him right now. Put
what Donald Trump said, you're fired.
Yeah, put him in timeout right now. Put him in timeout. Hey, all right, let's do this. Next subject, Miss Producer. Next subject.
Why do men go to the strip club?
To see some things.
Hey.
Why do men go to the strip club?
To see some things.
Man, I was waiting all night for this one. I was waiting all night for this one here. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people got misconception about why people go to the strip club or a dance club or however you call it. Everybody is totally different. So either I can pick it back off y'all or I can go first. However you want to do it.
Hey, brother, I'll go first if you don't mind, America.
Yeah. I thought I mute your ass.
No, he on mute, man.
All right, go ahead, boy. Go ahead. Hey, there you go.
Hey, if I come tonight, I'll mute myself. But I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give you 10 reasons, brother. Why? I'm gonna give you 10 reasons why. Number 10. 10 reasons why the men go to the strip club. Number 10, my wife or girlfriend is out of town. Number 9, I get paid 3 times this week. Number 8, I'm here for the fantasy and lust. Number 7, strong sexual desire to see naked women. Number 6, I really want to go home, but I can't, so I'm going to the strip club. Number 5.
Mr. Ho, JB, y'all said something about naked women. Miss Moderator, watch this.
Y'all the whole damn ATR and damn and Facebook.
Hey, Joe, that was number 5. I go to the strip club because I don't have that type of woman at home.
Some of y'all about to be, ooh, Lord.
That number 5. Woo, go ahead.
Number 4, I get horny when I get off of work. Number 3, want to see some new tricks so I can take it back home. Number 2, the boys in town. And the number 1 reason why men go to the strip club, make me feel good. Just make me feel good. Just make me feel good. Just make me feel good.
There you go, Ivan.
There you go. Ivan. Hey.
Ivan, no.
You go ahead, Jay. I'm gonna pick it back on y'all. I'm gonna go last.
Woo! I missed the question, so let somebody go first, and I'll jump in right before you beat.
Hey, go ahead, Nature Boy.
What was the question? I forgot it too. Y'all
the question is, why men?
I was gonna ask JB. What if you made all that list? I ain't seen nobody see no body part. R. Kelly said he gonna see the body parts.
Why do men go to the strip club?
That's what I'm saying. To go see some things. See the body part.
Hey, all right.
JB, I think that was number 1 on your list, but you were trying to be politically correct.
Hey.
Right.
Now, it's a lot of women out there very confused. There's a lot of, so I'm confused. I'm about to unconfuse y'all ass right now.
Oh Lord.
Hey, from a man with personal experience, you know, I'm finna unconfuse you. The reason why men go to the strip club. All right. It's like this here. All men don't go to a strip club for what? I mean, I know James, my brother, had 10 lists, but all of them don't go to pick women's up. Just say really get some eggs. Hey,
Well, boy, you gonna give me more than that.
you can't get no eggs at the strip
I
club.
think, hey, Bernard, I think the song called "Ass and Titties." That's the name of the song.
Hey, if you get some eggs at the strip club, you better get some child support. That's the only damn egg coming.
Oh Jesus.
Hey,
Producer.
that's the only egg is child support.
Lord have mercy. There it is. You moved it.
While you, Uncle, Big Bro Bernard, while you muting yourself, I'll go ahead and say, I ain't been to a strip club probably at least 10 years. I think last time I went was an ambassador party.
But Jones must not be around.
But thank you for the technical difficulty sign.
10 years.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
But when I did go, I just lost favor in going. I didn't like going anymore because it didn't have the. Now in my 20s, you know, when the Blue Flame was around, and I can't think of the one that was downtown Atlanta.
Not Bankhead.
Huh?
Magic
City, Nicky's. That's the one I'm thinking about. When Nicky was around, I had a membership club, you know, back, you know, my younger days.
Right.
And my thing, it was just good conversation. You know, it was real good conversation, solid conversation. Enjoy. But I just, you know, being married, I just don't have the sensation to go anymore.
Right.
Gotta get him, JB.
Hey, one thing about me.
Get him, JB.
Give me JB.
Hey,
why you want to go home alone? Hi, Joe. My partner, my friend. I want to do.
Hey, Judge Ike, I gotta change. I gotta change my name from Ike Jones to answer that question.
That's right. Hey, but just I tell you this here. At the end of the day, it's a lot of people go there for all different reasons. And I'm gonna clear something up on a serious note. Me personally, I go there.
I go to the strip club for the wings. I go for the wings, JB. I go for the wings, JB. The wings and the legs, JB. That's what the strip club wings be the best wings in the building, JB, by far.
Hey, not only the wings. I go for popcorn shrimp, bubblegum shrimp.
Can I get a 10-piece? Can I get a 10-piece wing and a dance? One song table dance and a 10-piece wing.
Hot wings.
I'm trying to break it down. JB, hold up. I'm trying to break it down to y'all. It's a lot of people out there confused. All y'all got good reason. Now let me break it. Let me give you my reason. All right, my reason is this here.
I know.
Sometimes, and on a serious note, it's like this. I don't go there to pick up nobody. I don't go there to do nothing. I don't go there. It's like sometimes with me, I go there for my me time. And I'm gonna give you a prime experience. And JB know too. It's like I can go to my little table that I have, you know, because I'm a member, right? And I will put my 2 chairs in front of me. Like, hey, don't come here. I ain't here for that. I'm here to relax my mind. It's been a long day. I go get some water and just chill and listen to music, and that's it.
Me too.
I'm telling you.
Lies.
Listen.
Lies.
No, listen. I'm saying
lies.
now.
JB,
I'm saying now.
JB. I ain't got enough to when I call JB, you lying.
Way back then, you know, there's a different story. It's y'all, I can't get it out. I can't get it out.
I'm dead.
I I go to see nothing but behinds and beautiful minds. That's what I go for.
Okay.
And I told you I go for the wings. I go for JB. I go there for the wings. They got the best wings in town.
Hey, all right. You might well keep it real. They go there to see that ass shake, sliding off the pole, and every damn thing else.
Down in the valley where the girls getting there.
Hey.
And put that last comment back up.
Hey.
And women's go to, hey, Tanya, let me tell you
Nature
right
boy.
now, Tanya. Hey, let me ask Tanya a question. Is more women's in
Yes,
the
it
strip
is.
club than the men's?
That's the other reason. That's the other reason why I stopped going.
Yeah, you got to get in line behind their ass.
Oh my God.
Hey, and they ain't afraid to break the bank.
Nah, hell no. They on my ass.
I go for the lap dance. My wife is 65 years old. Let me just put that last comment up.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, right now these days,
My God.
hey,
You can't
if
swing
y'all
on the
don't
No,
get
you
pole
better
no
not
more.
tell nobody but God.
Hey,
But I'm
if
right
you
about
don't
the-
get there early, trust me. If you don't get there early, you got to ask them, hey, miss, can I have that seat?
I go for the all-you-can-eat buffet. I think they have the best
Don't
buffet.
start no fire, huh?
And then you go on Thursday night. They got the bubble gum shrimp. They got the bubble gum shrimp. All you can eat.
Hey, and you know what else I go for? I go for a cup of coffee.
And that's what I said. Hey,
Now, wait
Boy,
one damn minute.
So you
Because
tell me
damn
the
right.
strip club? You tell me the strip club giving Starbucks a run for their money? Huh?
They're
That what
giving
you
you
tell me?
coffee, all right.
Hey.
Did you put the cream in the coffee, though?
Because they close at 3 o'clock in the
That's
morning.
it.
You're going to need some coffee.
hey, Bernard. Somebody said they go for the lap dance, and their wife's 65 years old, so they can't swing on the pole no more. So they pretty much go to the strip club.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all gonna wait.
Yep.
Go for the lap dance.
95,
Nature boy,
y'all on
nature boy.
95
I'm gonna
times.
tell you now, Bernard.
Oh,
The wings will be the best wings at the strip club. Y'all can say what y'all want.
Hey, I'm
Hey.
telling you.
They
your
go for
wings
the
be
pole.
good, man.
You got to know how to swing on the pole.
Hey, the best food you can get, I'm telling you, the best food you can get is at the damn dance club. Because that boy back there, he be cooking. You know, trust me. You know,
For real.
so if you want a good meal, just go down to the near strip club near you and get you a bag of 10-piece hot wings, and you will come.
Lord.
Yeah,
My
Bernard.
Charles Shakir.
Come
Hey,
on,
look.
nature boy. Come
Hey.
on, nature
There
boy.
it is. They don't know about that one.
Don't
They
forget
all the
after
strip
hey,
clubs and things.
don't
Oh,
forget
go ahead,
after
baby,
you
get
eat.
them.
No, they don't. They don't give discounts to AARP.
Nah.
They can afford them AARP
Hey,
bros. Because
trust
them AARP boys, they come with the long braid. Now you see a whole bunch of old men in strip club. You don't need to go there even. If
Nah.
women and old men, you need to go there. Just
Don't
go
even
home.
go to A.
Don't go
Trust
home.
me, because your pocket, trust
You
me,
ain't deep.
your pocket ain't deep. You can't, you
You ain't
cannot
deep.
You ain't
outspend
getting
those
no
old guys,
look.
buddy. Your pocket ain't
Hey.
And one thing about it, trust me, they want their goddamn money, so don't even go in there.
Hey, Donnie Black, you
Somebody
go with
said
your
they
pastor.
go for the pastor.
It must be on Monday through Saturday.
Somebody go with their pastor, Bernard.
Huh?
Somebody said they went with their pastor and
I
took
go
him to
with
the
my
Black
pastor
Awareness
where
Day.
he's saving some soul. Hey, ain't no
Hey.
damn soul you gonna save in no
Hey,
strip club,
the
buddy.
pastors are human. I'm
It
all
must be
good.
a God.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
gonna leave that alone before we get in trouble.
The pastors are human.
Mr.
I
Yeah,
blame
let's move
the
on.
nature boy.
Let's
I
move
know
on.
it.
Because
Hey.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, you
We're
were
going
moving on.
95 north now. Let's keep going.
But you know what? We ain't clear shit up, and we gonna leave it like that.
Well,
This
we need to.
next
Producer,
subject.
hurry up. Where you at?
Hey, going deep. Does your sex drive get higher or lower with age? I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah, go ahead. We're going to start from old and young now.
Hey, all right.
I'm going to leave this. I'm going to
Yeah, I think
leave
it-
this conversation, and I'll be back for the next conversation.
Brother, you ain't got the answer.
Look, I see Rato Rain join tonight. Y'all nasty as hell.
I know it. Hey,
Hey, they say
Y'all finished yet?
No,
Not
they ain't
yet.
done.
Oh, okay.
Producer, next subject. Let's move on.
Hey, let's get it. Lil J, hold on. Let's get it.
What you say that? Y'all finish yet?
We have to do
I'm
some
going.
more.
You know what? I'm telling you right now. Just by that first subject about the script club, shit, I'm already done geared up.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
That's
Oh,
that's just
hold on.
JB, put up.
Now about to fly.
JB, put up. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Hey,
Mute.
don't
Put
JB,
the mute
please,
button.
Lord.
Mute him.
I can't believe.
JB, there's a
I'm
mutiny.
getting mute. Hey, I'm getting mute on my own damn show.
We're going to throw a flag.
There's a mutiny in the building, JB.
Throw the flag.
All right,
And
here
Christian
comes.
of grounding, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
No, but on a serious note.
Too many men on the field.
You're right.
5-yard penalty.
Hey,
Please move the goalposts. Please move the goalposts.
JB,
5-yard
fair
penalty.
play, brother.
hey.
Touchdown. Hey, touchdown is upside down. That's how much we distract. Hey, we doing it like this now. Touchdown upside down.
Hey, boy, you know what? We must ride in and go all the way to 2 o'clock. Hey,
Hey, Bernard,
yeah.
the scientist said,
I didn't tell you wait.
No, we good. We good.
I ain't get my answer yet. My answer is this, and this how it is. The older you get, the higher you get. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I'm telling you. Once you get older, man, you just
You
get
be warming and warming and warming and woo.
higher. And
Let your head blow off.
and just blow your head off, man.
Woo, Lord.
And get higher.
"What you like?
Higher.
Hey, Bernard, get like a wolf man."
Higher.
Man, we gonna blow something out today, y'all. Boy, gonna be up all night. You tell that girl to make sure she take her pill. The wolf ain't gonna jump on that thing and it gonna be all night. She gonna be on the midnight special like with her.
All night long.
No. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, y'all don't underestimate them. Hey, it get higher.
Hey, but the scientist, Bernard, the scientist.
I don't give a damn what the scientists say. I know what I say.
No, it's a good thing. They say that men can go up to the 60s and 70s. The libido is high. The 60s and 70s. As we get older,
I'm gonna get my glasses on.
Yeah, as we get older, we lose a lot of testosterone, and that's what keeps us going. We lose a lot. Young guys got a whole bunch of testosterone in them. But when we get older, we lose a lot of that. So that's why we have to constantly stay in shape, constantly work out, constantly keep it up.
Hey, Lil James, I'm telling you right now, I think the science is wrong. It's all about who you with. It's all about who you with. Trust me. Shit. It's about who you with to get that thing, to get it higher.
This is a family-friendly show. Now, hi in there. Here you gonna say that. Get him, JB.
Hey, y'all finish the topic yet?
I don't give a damn what that science said.
Y'all finish the topic yet? I'm going back. I'm going.
Was with Louis.
You need to leave.
Hey, that damn science was with Lucille Ball. That's what that science was using. Shit.
Lord.
I don't know about that. That damn science was with the wrong person. All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
JB, look, you already took all the time on that one.
Mr. Producer, mute me.
Yeah, you had to move that.
Mute me.
Muted.
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 Yeah.
Right.
Higher.
Go ahead.
Higher.
It's your turn, Ninja boy. Go ahead, Ninja boy.
Go ahead,
Let me tell you something. Let's just say I'm in my early 40s. And the older I get, but you know what? The older I get, the more I started off my life, my 20s, with a lot of energy. That is just, it's in a regression. So in my situation, maybe by the time I get to 50, it might regress again or whatever, or get improved. But I'm cool. I mellow out. I mellow out in my early days down to 20s, boy, I tell you something. It was some baggage there, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, as time goes on, maybe I'm in that middle point and to go back up. We'll see.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, bro, Nature Boy, one of your girlfriends, man, I met, man, probably about 3 months ago. Probably about 3 months ago down in Savannah, and she was telling me about you. I told you was gonna be on the show, and she said, "Well, I think a sex drive is high." I said, well, "I'm gonna bring you on the show." So she said, "Who make sure you bring up on the show." That Nature Boy, you know, we just
Sherman.
Nature Boy.
Hey, boy, hey, with her, boy, your shit got to be high to deal with that one.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
That's a lot. That's a lot of woman. That's a lot of woman, boy.
What you brought out? What you say? You need to
All right. Jay can come back on. Let's let
No,
Jay
hey, come on.
back on, Jay.
Y'all finished yet?
We finished.
Y'all finished yet? Y'all finished?
What you say? You defer to Julius Hall on that one.
Miss Producer, next subject. Miss Producer, next subject. Meantime, between time. Next subject.
Don't run away from me, Hank Jones. Ask yourself.
Oh man.
What would you do if you were the president of the United States? What would you do if you were the president of the United States? I had to get my baby on that one because that's a lot. Because I started out by saying helping the blacks, and she said, "Well, you're the president of all people, so you just can't go on the airway and tell me you just want to help the black." So we were trying to get a list all set up for this particular topic, but we just didn't have time. But she was talking about reform, housing, what was it? It was a few more other things that we was talking about, but it would be totally different from what we've been hearing, at least for my 57 years. Because even with Obama, and I'm not gonna go too far off America. Even with Obama, he didn't really do a whole lot for us. But if you ask me, if I was the president, I would go out on the limb, and I know what I'm about to say may sound crazy. It would be something like Trump doing my own thing, saying what I want to say, helping my own people, you lacking or not, and pissing off a lot of people because I'll be for my people.
Okay. All right. You got to respect your opinion. What about you, Nature Boy? I see you wiggling down. Go ahead, Nature Boy.
Rolex wearing,
my
wheeling, dealing.
This is my serious moment. Now, y'all, we supposed to have a damn serious moment, right?
Yeah, let's
but no, in all realness. So one of the things that, my dad and we have very differing views on everything in the world. But the one thing I learned from him when I was growing up, and I got a trick to give him praise for this. But my father always used to carry communion to the sick and shut in. And he always prayed to God that we have enough things on this earth if we only realize that it's put here for us to share with one another. And the next man that he has to make sure to feed the next man, so forth and so on. And so, people call it socialism, but at the end of the day, how can you sit here and the next man not eat or not have a shelter over his head? And so if I would find a way to make sure that everyone, we go over to Afghanistan and all that stuff, but make sure everyone in this world had food to eat. In this United States had food to eat and a roof over their head. And so, that's a serious moment for tonight, but that's the realness of it all.
All right, you want my serious moment? You want my play moment?
Give us both.
I want your serious moment. I want you to say both.
My serious moment will be off-right, African American Black agenda that needs to be put forth for American population. I think Obama couldn't do it because Obama was in a predicament where his first 2 years he could do some stuff, and then afterward they adjusted to make sure the next 6 years he couldn't do nothing. How they did that was they vacated him from having a Senate or a House. And so my thing is, when it comes to us as people, if we did get an opportunity to have another African American or one of us was the president of the United States, I would make sure that I would put Bernard in charge of making sure he's my vice president, number one, so he can hold hostage over on the Senate. And then I would have JB put him on the Supreme Court, because with him being in the Supreme Court, then we'll make sure we have some justice and a voice on behalf of the people, and we can get rid of Clarence Thomas, because Clarence Thomas has sold us out anyway together. And then, of course, I would make sure the Nature Boy would be the governor or in charge of all utilities and services and everything like that, so we can push equity.
I'll be the state
as far as we can put equity out there, because the thing is, And I hear what you're saying, JB, but we are seriously in need of a African American agenda. You got to understand, going on 400 years of America's existence, we've not had a president that said, this is why black people are in the turmoil position where they're at. And we have to make sure we address those issues. Abraham Lincoln only freed us because you know why? If he didn't free us, we would have been in a whole lot of trouble with this government in this country. And a lot of people don't want to hear the truth on that, but the truth be told on that, that's it. And then we gave Bill Clinton, we said, well, he was the first black president of the United States, but we forgot what Bill Clinton did to the black community in the 90s. So I didn't want to get too apolitical on that piece right
go
there.
ahead.
However, we are our worst enemies when it comes to that. And the only way we're going to get what we need as a people in this country, whether it be reparations, whether it be fairness, or whatever the case may be, we need to make sure we put leaders, not just in the presidency seat, but all the way down to local seats, who fight on behalf of black people. Because that's the only way we're going to get the fair equity piece we need and deserve in our community. Now, I'm going to go away from being serious, and I'm going to turn it over to my judge.
I wouldn't even let the local government handle their own, because that's what they're doing now. If there's a hurricane or whatever type of storm or fund relief, they leave it up to each individual state to handle their own. And then that governor have to call the president and tell the president, hey, we need this, we need that. I would make sure that all of that goes through me.
And JB, you make a strong point. You know how even Biden right now, how Biden is trying to put relief out there to the community. He can put all the relief in the world he got to the community. It don't matter, because you got Republicans in play in local positions, in statewide positions, and everything like that. And so it ties up the president's hands when he wants to actually do good for the people. He can't, because the lower tier people are preventing it from happening. And Bernard, if you want to see it, and this is for the general audience, look what's happening in Swainsboro, Georgia right now. Swainsboro, Georgia, Emmanuel County right now. The mayor done told them people, I ain't doing nothing. He's held hostage the community. And so he's keeping that money from being able to be distributed to those people that came from the federal government. And people don't understand how important that situation is.
Yeah. And with me, it's like this. If I was the president of the United States, first thing I would say is this here. I'll say, I can't stop me for being me, right? But I can stop you for you being what you want me to be. At the end of the day, I would separate. I would have this with me personally. I would have three parties. Okay, I would have a Republican Party, I would have a Democrat Party, and I would have a Black Party. At the end of the day, because it's like this here. People don't understand when Biden and all of them become president. Yeah, they're really getting tired because of the House. Whoever win the House and whoever win is basically gonna dictate what the president can do. But I'm like this here. I'm gonna be the president that dictate what I want to do. And the first thing I would do is I would definitely help the young, and this is the truth, the young Black women of America.
Yeah, that population been underdog for years.
Yeah, I would help the young Black women of America. I will help them with their kids. I will help them with their kids. I will put something in place that they don't have to worry about a knucklehead coming to help pay their bills, or help do this, or help do that, or help do that. You know what I'm saying? I will make a bill that any young Black women, matter of fact, any young women that have 3 to 2 kids, I will give them one, right? I will give them an assistant to help them until they get on their feet.
And you know what, Bernard? I mean, the thing that bothers me with America is, and I don't mean, like we said, we not racist, we got our bias, but the Black woman is probably the most strongest individual on this earth, but we don't give them enough credit for.
Right.
How many Black Supreme Court justices can you count in history? We need to do a better job of that and demanding a better job for that.
Yeah, and you're right. And my thing is this, and then we're going to go down to the next subject. We're going to go, what I'm about to say, it's a couple subjects gonna come down that we're gonna pick it back on it.
All right.
But we pick it back on it like if I was the president of the United States. If I was the president of the United States, I basically would say, hey,
Make chicken wings free on Monday at the strip club.
hey, at the end of the day, I will make sure that I will be president of the United States, and I won't let nobody dictate me, whether the Republican or Democrat or the House or whatever. I will be, and that's the problem. In America, you may be the president of the United States, but you ain't got no power. You ain't got no power. Other countries, if they are president, they are president and they're running it.
You do have power. The problem is the party structure that you spoke of earlier diminish that power because they're afraid to piss off the Republicans or they're afraid to piss off the Democrats. But Bernard, you made a strong point. The thing is, they need to be afraid of pissing off the Black Party. They need to be afraid to piss us off. But they're not afraid because we don't hold the constitutional power of what we got. And I saw in the comment that wasn't Glenn County. That's actually Ware County, where they're putting that legislature to put what is tied to the semi-automatic. So I just want to make sure that was clear.
Yeah, I want to ask
that's
you a
actually
question.
Ware County.
And that's some bullshit. I'm sorry, but I have to say it.
Hey, I'm the president of the United States, and I want to ask you a question on breaking news. I was looking at Facebook earlier today with Keisha Carter, right? And they was at in Hudson Hill, and they had the they had the people over there. I glanced at it. I was gonna breaking news, but I glanced at it. So y'all tell me what was going on. And the mayor, and he had a little heated conversation. But I don't know if he had it with Keisha or whoever he had it with. It was a heated conversation.
You know, Ossoff was down here. John Ossoff.
I know. I know it also was down here. But who I didn't know about the heated. Who had a heated conversation with who?
No, the mayor had a heated comment. They asked him a question about what he do with Hudson Hill or something. They asked him about, and somebody in the background said, "No, they you lying." Somebody in the background said, "No, you lying." And she asked him to tell the truth. And I don't know who it was. Like I said, I'm not calling her. I don't know who it was, but it was a heated conversation. And then I don't know the lady who was doing the inauguration or whoever was talking. She was basically saying, hey, we was doing this, doing that. If you go back and watch, because I can't go back until tomorrow.
I'll go back. I'll watch it tomorrow.
If you go back and you watch what was happening,
only thing I saw was the presentation from Bernetta Lanier, and it was probably about 5 minutes, but I didn't see anything else.
Hey, Jay, and Nate,
I'll look at it tomorrow.
Hey, it got ugly. A lot of people was talking noise. The mayor, they ripped them, and I don't know who the white lady was, and she was from Washington D.C. along with all.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
you had I can't. The senator. One of the senators was Senator. One of the secretaries was here.
Yeah, she was here.
She was for the Department of Energy, and they were trying to do some exploratory things going on in Chatham County.
Right, and they were talking about the weeping time, and they was talking about this, and they was talking. Like I say, I don't know. Now, this is my personal feeling because I don't really know what was going on.
Oh,
your sound, you're muted, Bernard.
I'm with you.
It sounded.
Hey,
why
moved you?
Yeah, he done got muted.
Look here.
He's muted. One of the comments said we must have checks and balance. The president shouldn't have all the power. Now, if I'm the CEO of my own company and I'm doing right by the people, I should have my own power.
Yeah, I agree with the checks and balance system, but and you said something very powerful. I don't know if you understood it, JB. Trump tested the limits of his power, and that's the one thing that had never been done in the history of America, because this is the first time you had a president who actually came from a background of understanding ultimate power. And so he tested the limits of power. And so you got to think about a lot of these constitutional rules and regulations and stuff like that are as old as this country. And so if they've never been changed, then you can never you open an opportunity for power to be destroyed or
Exactly.
challenged. And
Right.
so I do agree with the checks and balance. I wholeheartedly in this system, because if we don't have it, then ultimate power would really be deceitful. But I do understand that the ultimate power is in us, JB, for us to make sure we elect the right person in that position.
But you
because
saw-
it's not a dictator.
But you saw, like you said, you saw how Trump pushed the envelope because he knew he had the power. He basically just focused in on the economy, and that's what America is all about: the economy. Making sure that making sure that the economy is good, making sure the global economy is good. He was worrying about that and that only. And as long as people got money in their pockets, they're not going to raise too much sand. They're not going to say anything. You put money in black people's pocket, they're not going to look other places for anything. They know they got money in their pocket. They got money in their pocket.
Yeah, and that I think and that's the challenge we have to look at. You had a president who came from a standpoint of understanding, even though he was a criminal when it comes to all that stuff he did. Now, I'm not going to take away from that piece, but he understood economics, and he wasn't afraid to challenge the system. And so my thing is, because of that, what we should be doing as America is, I agree with the checks and balances, but what we should be doing is we should be having a bigger conversation of how the checks and balances have failed us the last 20, 30, 40 years, so we can make sure that the system does what it's supposed to do moving forward.
We got to make sure we got to make sure the Senate is doing what they got to do, because when they saw how bad the president was screwing up this country, they didn't even step in.
But they're not going to step in because you know what, JB, they were making tons of money behind closed doors. And you got to remember, this, whether you want to believe it or not, is a capitalistic society. And always understand, capitalism always finds a way to control the narrative.
And that's what we were talking about last week. If you look and see what's going on in the back of the restaurant when they're cooking your food, you'll be surprised.
Oh, Lord. Come on,
and you know what? At the
Hey,
end of
welcome
the
back,
day,
America.
listen, at the end of the day, can y'all hear me?
No, we're gonna make sure you mute it again if you don't keep it up.
He doesn't get it. Look here. Brian Kemp said you ain't gonna talk about that mess. You ain't gonna talk about that mess. But Brian Kemp just called Jay Jones.
I can't believe how in the hell they gonna mute me and I'm the damn host. But anyway, let's move on. Hey,
No, it ain't.
Hey, on a serious note,
Glad you back.
like this here. On a serious note, at the end of the day, we some way, somehow, you know, it's gonna get fixed. It's gonna get fixed. And like I say, we got another subject coming on down about we got another subject on that, and we'll pick it back on it. But hey, meantime, between time, hey, all us have a great point. All us say what we had to say because we very passionate about not only about our community and everything. We are passionate about everything that's going around this world, because at the end of the day, people lives matter. I don't care what color you is. People lives matter, and you know, it just need to, you know, head in the right direction one day.
But no, I'm a piggyback. I ask you a question. You say people lives matter, and me and you agree with that because we have good, healthy hearts.
Right.
But the problem is this: people have to also realize that their life matter too. And when it comes to that conversation, we talking about when it takes going to the polls and voting, or making sure that they pay taxes, or making sure they're part of the system. That part of lives matters too. And the problem is, I said this on my show earlier today. I said, well, we fail at Big Brother Bernard is we don't fight hard like we used to fight.
Right.
Well, we're able to fight now. We couldn't do that back in the day. Now we can fight, but it seems like we're too timid and scared to get out there and fight the system, fight the power to get what's owed to us.
Right. Yeah. And that's gonna be on this gonna be the next subject. Is gonna be producer next subject. Then we'll pick it back off it on 6, and I'll let you pick that up, Hype Jones. Hey, next subject, producer. Meantime, between time, y'all better stop muting my ass. I mean that. How I'm gonna get mute? How I'm gonna mute my own damn self?
So you wanna argue?
Players of all time.
Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Walt Chamberlain. Who did I miss? I'm gonna give you my five. I'm gonna
Who
give you
your
my
five?
fifth one. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I guess I got to come up with a small forward. I'm a what's his name? Dang, Vince Carter. Vince Carter.
Okay.
But now people don't give credit to Vince Carter.
Hold on, Jay. Go ahead, Nation boy. Who your five? Let's get the
Man,
five
let me
in.
tell you. Now I'm a football fan, so my brother's a basketball fan. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do an endorsement of Hype Jones, and we're gonna keep it moving.
Oh, okay. All right. JB, who your five? Who your five, JB?
Bill Russell,
And Bill's a good one too.
Abdul-Jabbar,
Uh-huh.
and these are my five. Abdul-Jabbar,
Your five.
Magic Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan.
LeBron James ain't got no heart. He ain't got no heart.
Hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna name our fives, and then we're gonna come back and criticize all of them. So,
All right.
so my five is this. Number one, Michael Jordan. All right. Number two, Magic Johnson. Number three, Larry Bird. Number four, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And number five will be Kobe Bryant.
Okay, y'all gotta say
You
Kobe
can't go
now.
wrong when you go with the brain.
Gotta put Kobe. Hey, those my five.
I don't know why I left Kobe off the list.
Well, probably
you
because
messed
he said
up on
only
that,
because he
baby.
said
You
only
fine.
five. I
Because you
will
ain't never had him
go.
on the list.
I would go. And I know the ATR platform said that you talk about Vince Carter of all people. Yeah, well, the thing about Vince Carter is this. I'm not a LeBron is right. LeBron James is right because he ain't LeBron. I'm not a LeBron James fan. Never would, never was, never will be. Now I have become a better fan of him later in life. But Michael Jordan is probably top one. Michael Jordan top one. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, me and him good. Magic. I can do Magic all day long. I'll do Magic before Larry Bird.
Okay. But you know what? People don't realize now we can talk and everybody got their five out. Now we can go back and add our 2 points on it.
Okay.
They don't realize that Larry Bird was a bad boy. He was a bad boy. Larry Bird would talk shit on you, and he'll tell you he gonna bust 30. He gonna bust 40 on you. He'd be asking, well, who guarded me tonight? And he probably say somebody said,
And
oh
then
no.
I forgot about Dr. J. Damn.
Hey, yeah, we forgot. Yeah, it's a lot of them. And Iverson, you're right. Iverson, it's a lot of great players, but like I say, our five. And you know we're gonna get flagged. Somebody gonna say boom, boom, boom. But you know, the greatest. This is my opinion now, and I'm gonna tell you a story behind this. And James know it too. So I came when I came to Atlanta, right? I came here and I played like semi, pro basketball and we and that's another story, right? So I was out hanging out and having a good time. So y'all remember when what's his name? Justin. It called the restaurant called Justin, which was owned by P. Diddy.
I remember.
Right, it was owned by P. Diddy, right?
On Peachtree. On Peachtree.
Right, on Peachtree, down on Peachtree. So one night, the Bulls and everybody was in town. So we went to Justin. It was me, Tiny, which is Lil Al. You remember Lil Al, the big guy who passed away, was him, and it was Michael Jordan, and it was one of the very good golf. He was a jazz player. So we all sitting to the table, right? And this true story. We all sitting to the table. So we all laughing, having a good time, and we was there for about 3 hours, right? And you know the bill was high. So the waitress, Tiny told the waitress to give the bill to the bald head gentleman at the table. All right, he said, get a bill to the bald head gentleman at the table. So there's only two bald head men at the table. It was me and Mike.
You enjoyed it.
So the goddamn waitress came and brought me the bill. So I opened and I looked at it, right? And I say, hey, Mike, I think she is supposed to give you that bill. You know, she gave it to the wrong bald head. The bill came up to damn near $10,000. I said, oh, hell, yeah, this your bill, Mike. Hey,
Hey, JB, pass.
That's right.
Pass.
I said, hey, Mike, this your bill. And after it was over with,
Lord.
The waitress, he the one told the waitress to give me the ticket, you know. And so that's what I always say. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player ever. People misunderstand. He's a nice guy. I always tell people this here. Don't judge somebody on the outside until you read their story. Don't say they ain't doing this or they ain't doing that. You don't know. That's how I always tell people. Don't judge me. You don't know me. You don't know where I came from. You don't know where I've been. At the end of the day, you don't know who I know or whatever. Hey, I could be this loudmouth, crazy ass guy, but you don't know. I work hard as shit where I got what I got. I work hard for it. And I know everybody on the stage did the same.
And you be in your community, so.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I always tell people, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Hello.
And boy, I tell you, if we tell the story, boy, we'll be up here all night with some of them jokers we done been out with.
Yeah. Shit, man, it was, trust me, back in the day, it was crazy. Hey, I'm going to give y'all one more story. I ain't never been out with R. Kelly.
Okay. Hey, I'm great. Hey, JB, I'm glad you put that up because R. Kelly was in Atlanta too for a long time.
Oh my God! You ain't gonna get
a couple of basketball players that I want to talk about on.
But no,
R. Kelly was in Atlanta a couple of times too.
Man.
R. Kelly's went to Justice too.
What Judge Brown? Come on, Judge Brown.
R. Kelly went to Justice too.
Yeah, man.
Might have taken Justin to Justice.
Yeah. Hey, I think we giving out a lot of information where I
am. Hey, you the one who giving the stories up. I ain't giving no stories up. I ain't giving. Hey, JB,
an attempt to this court.
Judge Brown, I got some stories too, but I ain't giving them up on here.
Hey,
if I was you, young man, I would be giving up any of those stories.
But hey, Bernard, you know the Publix down the street from Justin's?
Yeah.
There's a complex called Alhambra right across the street.
Oh Lord!
Yep.
I had a 3-bedroom townhome up there right across the street when that was in the club district.
Right here.
I remember
that was a club district. And I had a balcony, and I looked down, and I used to see all y'all driving by with y'all. I would get in my car. Hey, JB, I would get in my car, spend 30 minutes, drive up the strip, go down the strip, past the ESPN zone, get down there, turn around, drive back up the strip, park my car, and then walk down the Peaches and Cream.
Yeah.
Hey. What you know about Peaches and Cream?
Hey.
I advise you to stop talking so much before you end up criminating yourself.
I plead the fifth, Judge. I plead the fifth.
Hey, but those like I say, people don't realize all of us are human beings.
Amen.
And we have our good, the bad, the ugly at the end of the day. But like I said, those are my top 5. Everybody have their top 5. But you can't get no James Jordan, one of the greatest. And I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna tell y'all no more stories.
There you go. See, we trying to get to the next subject, and he keep going telling stories, JB. See, he getting himself in trouble, JB.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. I swear, I've been holding these stories for so long. And because now I thank Jewis, Professor Hall, ATR for the platform so I can share these
There
stories.
you go again.
I got one more story to share.
All right, B.
One more story.
Hey,
So-
JB, we're going to have to put him on a 2-story minimum.
Right.
I got one more story to share. This is about Magic Johnson.
Sicily.
This is about
1912,
Magic Johnson.
Sicily.
I just hope that next story ain't about you hanging out with folks because Hype Jones almost criminated himself in the courthouse, and I hope you don't criminate yourself. Y'all acting like a bunch of Connecticutans when you're talking about it, so I hope you make this story quick.
Hey, I'm gonna get
Oh,
this
boy.
story.
Go ahead, big brother. Go, big brother. Go ahead, man.
So
I'm going to slowly take my camera down so I am not incriminated in the picture that's going to
Hey,
be presented
yeah,
to
no,
Judge Ike.
I want to clear something up. No, come on back, Jay. Come on back. I'm gonna clear something up. I'm gonna clear this up about Magic Johnson, cause it's and he my boy. I'm gonna clear this
Damn,
up right now. So let me tell you right now.
Get him, JB.
So back in 1990, right?
91.
Boy, he went
No, this
back,
what
boy.
happened- this
That's
when I
30.
first-
Come on. But
No,
no,
back
that's
in
30 years ago,
1991,
man. That's 30 years ago,
back in
Bernard.
1991, right? We was at Dominique Club, right? So
Peace,
Magic, Magic came in, right? So we all hanging out and everything, and so it was time to go. So they done got out of here now. They don't be no Jay. They want they real listen to the story. Look
I'll
at
tell you, hey,
look at Nature Boy.
hey, you talking to America, so tell America.
I gotta tell America. I gotta
It's
tell
more than-
America.
it's
I'm
more
gonna
than
clear
four,
something up. Hey, let me clear something up right now. So Magic came in. It was like we was playing. They was playing the It was an all-star celebrity game at the Omni with Dominique Wood. Listen, all-star celebrity game, and so Magic came in, and so he came to the club, and so he was leaving, right? So he went through the back door.
What had happened was
He went to the back door, and so he got in the limousine now. I ain't gonna lie, I guarantee you, at least about 10 women, 10.
man, you incriminate folks.
Let me,
Hey.
15 y'all penalty.
this-
So
I just
he
want you
got
to know.
in
Matter
there,
of fact,
right?
that's targeting. That's
Hey, he told me
targeting.
to mute,
But no,
mute,
you're
what up,
ejected.
hey?
No, you're ejected from the game for the rest of the game.
Hey,
That-
what?
That was targeting.
Stop muting me. Stop muting me.
That's
I'm trying to tell
targeting.
the story. So the moral says this.
That is
I'm gonna clear
targeting.
something up
I've
right
been muted too.
Hey,
Make
I'm
sure
gonna
you
clear the
get
story
that.
right now. The moral of the story is, hey, he's straight. He always been straight. Ain't no in the closet about him. And that's all I'm gonna say. Whoever think it was, trust me, it ain't nothing lies. Let it go. Let it be like that. All right. So I just want to clear that up for my boy. He's straighter than a straight, so he good. All right. Da 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 da.
Y'all got hype Jones. I'm offended. I'm offended.
Da da da. Hey, say,
Judge
well,
Brown,
the
this is
script-
Hype Jones.
It was
Judge
a
Brown, this is
Dominic
Hype Jones. Has
Wilkinson
he finished
club.
his story yet?
It was a nightclub.
It was
Oh.
a Dominic Wilkinson had his club back then. Then
When-
you had
when we-
you had Deion Sanders had another club. So hey, I'm gonna let
When we finish sharing this story, it's gonna be a strip club, and it's gonna be a ton of women that was at the strip club that y'all went to when we finish sharing this story.
I done hey da 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 da.
Da-da-da.
Hey, we gonna move on. Hey, but you know what? Listen, if I keep telling all those stories, shit, we may have 1 million viewers trying to find out.
Now, if you keep telling those stories, you're gonna end up calling Magic Johnson on you, and they're gonna end up suing you. That's what it's gonna do.
He ain't gonna sue me. All I gotta do is call him right now. He the one told me to tell a story. He the one told me to tell a story.
I don't think Magic told you that because there ain't no way Magic's gonna have somebody with a flag in the back of him representing him back in the 90s. Talking about it, out with 10 women in the limo, hanging
Oh
out
boy.
just halfway down. I don't think Magic like that.
Hey, there you go. You right, hey, you right here putting all these damn signs up. I'm gonna put some damn signs up next too. We can call you the sign man. Shit, hey, I'm gonna put some damn signs up too. Hey, RG, Let's put some, there you go, sign right there. There you go. What that say? Hey, producer,
Boy,
next
y'all ain't
Sunday.
got no sense.
Next Sunday,
Oh,
producer. Next Sunday, producer. Boy, y'all killing me. Hey,
oh Lord.
there
Let
you
me
go.
start on this. This is a Teray topic, but Teray, you scared tonight. Well, and I'm a big man. We still calling you out.
Can you fix it? I like to start this one off.
Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead.
JB.
Go ahead.
And we could be all night on this one.
No, not really.
All night long.
I deal with parents.
Oh no.
I deal with kids.
Come on with it.
And I ain't gonna say too much because
Miss Producer, while he talking, can we leave that subject up there so he can make sure that they know what he talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with it for 24 years. I deal with kids, parents, behavior kids, at-risk kids, runaways, sex offenders, mental health. I deal with that, and along with the parents having the same issues. The girls don't get no prenatal care in the Black community, and they go out and get pregnant at 13, 14, 15. Done seen them years old. I done seen them have babies in the bathroom, in the restroom, baby falling out in the toilet. I done seen stepdaddies molesting the kids. I done seen the fathers molesting the kids. I done seen defects case workers over and over and over and over again. And that's just on a scale from 1 to 10, that's just a 2. That's just a 2. And all of them from the inner city in the Black community. It's a real problem in our community. Real problem. Our kids are hurting themselves. They are taking whatever object they can find to hurt themselves because they disappointed in their parents. The parents are disappointed in the kids. And there's no one in the house to bridge the gap. The fathers are not there. So the boys are going out on their own at 10, 11, and 12, stealing, breaking into cars, coming in with handcuffs and shackles at 13, 14, and 15. Black kids. This is real. This ain't nothing I've seen in a book. This is something I see every single day, 5 days a week. 7 in the morning to about 5 in the afternoon, I deal with 6, 7, 8 issues with kids, girls, and boys from all ages, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all the way up to 18. It's a real problem. You don't see it because it's not on the news. You might not have no friends that go through that. I see it. This SHIT is real. I don't have the answer because I'm so full of what's going on. It brings tears to your eyes. The only answer I have is to show some comfort and talk to each and every one of them, along with the parents, to give them some type of hope and share some of the things that I experienced when I was a kid, the hope that they can piggyback on that and listen to get their self together. Parents, kids are being taken. Good parents just don't have the resource and the means to take care of these kids. These kids can be filthy, nasty, hair matted up like for weeks, not eating. No dad in the house to help them. Can't have the baby by yourself. The woman cannot have that baby by herself. Right. There's no men in the house. Right. The Black community is in a shambles.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Nature Boy.
Let me be a little lengthy about this because this is always a special, very close topic to me. And there's 3 parts of this answer. The first thing is, if we go back to slavery and we see how the Black community and the Black family was conditioned to be apart, to be pulled apart, and to be just basically stripped of self-identity, to be stripped of self-confidence. We're still living that today. Don't let anybody fool you. This is not just something that's brand new to our communities. And yet again, the media and public opinion tells us about ourselves, but yet we've got to do something that we tell ourselves every day: self-love for our community. When you don't have self-love for yourself, you can spiral out. A number of things can happen. We've got to have self-love for our community and start supporting our community. Time and time again, we'll see our folks sell out, or we will have, and we got the have-nots. And history shows us we got the talented tip and we have those who have not. But until that talented tip and the other side come together and we start thinking about community, we're going to continue to have this self-hate that drives us into this idea of crab in the barrel, that drives us into this idea of when I have, I'm going to hold over your head, that drives us into this idea of when I have power, you know, I'm going to abuse it and not think about my people. We got to start learning like our ancestors told us in the segregation. If you got, let's make sure our community has. You know, I'll go back to my dad. He tells me all the time, you know, when if you got in trouble in school back in the old days, by the time you got home, everybody has disciplined you, and then your mom and dad are going to discipline you. You know, sometimes, you know, I wonder, and I want to say this out loud, it might get me in trouble, but when we were in segregation, our community cared more about our damn selves than we do now. And so I'll leave it at this.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to start standing up for our people, fraternities and sororities and churches. When are we going to start giving a care about our ancestors, like and start caring about things like the weeping time, and that our brothers and sisters out here hungry and with no homes, churches and families, and all of us that have these resources? When are we going to get off of our asses and start worrying about that I have and you don't have, and these wonderful degrees on the wall, and start caring about the people who need us most, and that's the least of us.
Right. You're right. Go ahead, Hike Jones.
I agree with everything that's been presented here. On this platform, it's very intuitive that we need to wake up. That's my whole subject today in my own personal show, was we need to wake up as a community. The problem with the Black community now is throughout history, to piggyback off what RG said earlier, throughout history, every time we have tried to pull our bootstraps up and created our own segment of society, whether it be Tulsa, whether it be Rosewood, whether it be Wilmington, North Carolina, every time we tried to build our, we were always pushed back down. And I think what you said was phenomenal as far as segregation. When we were segregated, we had more achievements because we understood we had to survive. We had to do what we had to survive. Now in this desegregated world, we have, rather than fight for something in our community like a grocery store, we're more than able and more than willing to drive 5 miles to a grocery store or deal with a grocery store in our community that has substandard food and services in our area. And so with these kind of I think it's a mentality shift, number one, we need to really be focused on. As far as putting the Black agenda together to get a mentality shift, that's a big focus. I spoke early when it talked about the school system. There's no reason that in the school system, we understand we have high rates of poverty in some of our schools. Why aren't we putting it where we have 4 or 5 different caretakers, like social workers or people in place that can help with the social emotional crimes that come against our kids in those school systems, so we can do what we got to do to fix the problem. You know, a lot of times a kid comes to school and he's angry, he's fighting, he gets punished for that discipline. But really and truly, it's not the root is his punishment. The root should be finding out why is he angry and why is he mad? Why is he frustrated? You know, if we deal down with that, we'll find out that we have a single mother who never gets the chance to be able to spend time with that child. You'll have it where a father's been absent all his life, or that child has been given the responsibility at the age of 10 to have to take care of his siblings. You don't know what those issues are, and because we don't have, it goes back to what I said, Brother Bernard. It goes back to because we don't have the right elected officials in play, whether we're in all those positions, who don't understand we need to make sure it's an equitable playing field for our people. Until we get that, we can't say, well, we want to give one school the same resources as this school with an understanding, a clear understanding that these kids come from two different social economical backgrounds. And to fix the problem, we have to be open. We have to have people in play that's going to talk the language of our problems and bring it to the forefront and redirect that money and that money to fix those issues, instead of allowing that money to go into communities that don't need the money. They already have the resources, and that's our problem in America.
Yeah. Hey, Bernard, if you don't mind,
What? My thing is this. I agree with it. I agree with every last what you say, JB, what you say, Nature Boy, and what you say, Hype Jones. I totally agree what you're saying. But I'm gonna go to the left, and I'm gonna go to the hard left to let you know what's the problem and what I feel like the problem in our black community. And the number one problem is this: you got all these fake ass black leaders that all they want to do is ride on a damn float in the parade and put these damn signs and ride on the car, say vote for me and this and that, and y'all, and they be telling you know what I'm saying? Watch who you vote for. Watch who you vote for at the end of the damn day, because just because you our color, that don't mean y'all ass is for us, with us, or to us. So stop all the political correct bullshit. When you stop voting for these fake ass black leaders, then our community will be better than what it is now at the end of the damn day. Okay? So don't I'm like this here, and I'm passionate about it. For now on, and y'all hear it on America After Dark, before I vote for any damn body, I'ma ask them, do you deserve my vote? What you gonna do for me? What the hell you did for me lately? And if you can't give me the damn answer, case closed, touchdown, move your ass out of my face.
Big Brother Bernard, can I ask you a question though?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a total agreement with what you're saying, but how do we get our brothers and sisters to have that same damn mentality that you just spoke of? Because if we can make that happen, Bernard, then guess what? We ain't got to worry about these fake ass leaders that we just talked about.
Hey, let me tell you what. Let me tell you how. Number one, vote for Hype Jones. Number two, vote for Nature Boy. Number three, vote for Julius Hall. Number four, vote for goddammit Judge Ike. Okay? And number five, don't vote for me, because all I want to do is party at the end of the fucking day, but I'm keeping it real. Touchdown, damn it, touchdown.
But let me show you something, if I may, y'all, real quick. We got to stop incarcerating nonviolent offenders, and I'm going to tell you why. When you incarcerate people, they take their rights away. You know what happens then? They can't vote. You see how that works? But you know who they do that to? The folks that look like on this broadcast.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Right. But the thing is, and I agree with you, Nature Boy. But to change the law, you gotta remember, let's go back to the amendment that freed the slaves. They freed the slaves with the 13th Amendment, and then in the second paragraph, they said, with the exception of those who were tied to the system as far as criminals are concerned. And then when they did that, guess what they did? They purposely did it. If you look at America, when they put that clause in there, they freed the slaves. They put this clause in here, and the prison system flipped from being a majority white institution to being a majority black institution.
And that one by
that's the piece right there. And that's by turn.
And you know what, too? Let me say this for a minute. You know what, too? Yeah, hey, I don't know who said this earlier about Abraham Lincoln had gave us free the slave and everything. But let me tell you right now, Abraham Lincoln only freed the black people for the North. The black people for the South was still slaves.
You better tell them or not. That wasn't because he was nice.
Let me tell you right now. Hey, let me say this here. Hold on, Jay.
That wasn't because he was nice.
Hey, let me say this right now. Let me clear some shit up for some people who watching me tonight.
Oh, you didn't put the glasses on.
Hey,
Shoot.
Let me clear something up right now. don't. Just because I got that flag behind me, that's just a gimmick. Because I look, because it looked good in the background. But at the end of the day, let me say this here: don't judge me on the outside. I know my damn history. I know every damn thing. At the end of the damn day, I do my research. And if y'all do your research, Abraham Lincoln didn't free no damn body. He freed the black people from the north and the one for the south. We were still slaves. That's why the people from the south so damn
Divided.
It is what it is. Trust me. And then what happened was we still wasn't free from the south when Abraham Lincoln got killed at the end of the day. And people don't realize the reason why all that happened is because, and people don't know this, and y'all may get mad or whatever, Abraham Lincoln's first baby was a black baby, and it was from the slave woman that he was messing with.
I said it.
In there. Touchdown.
I said it.
Touchdown. Hey, so do your history. If y'all want some more damn history, tune in late night at America After Dark, and we'll put all this shit out.
And he ain't the only president that had African American
Thomas
kids.
Jefferson, I said it.
Hey, we can go farther than that.
They spent a lot of time in that. They spent a lot of time in that plantation bin.
Look out. Mammy wasn't just cooking.
Hey, hey, if y'all want some information, and if y'all don't do your history, put it this way. If you don't like the history, don't read the damn history. But if you like the history, read it right. They don't give a damn about us all the way long. At the end of the day.
But I don't call it history. I call it his story.
There you go. Bingo. Hey, touchdown. All right, JB, go ahead. What you got to say, JB?
Good.
If anybody want any history, just read the Bible, because that's the book.
They be about to preach, y'all.
Hey.
Because you guys talk about 1600, 1700, 1800. You know, that's all time periods. The same way we are now, 2000 to 2010. 2010, 2020. Every time period has something go on. So you're just not gonna stop with the president. No. Time existed before they even came on the earth. So this has been going on from day one. But let me give you this. You tell me the difference in these two, and you can tell me what race is these topics belong to. And here we go. Urgent care centers, Whole Food stores, credit union, charter schools, academies, 1 through 12, new bridges, new roads. This one. Liquor stores, dollar stores, tire stores, churches, check cashing place, church chicken, Popeye, rundown school, and streets with potholes.
Dang, you actually called out Popeyes. You know that gave it up right there. Popeyes alone gave it up right there.
Mm-hmm.
So now that
plate for tires and all for Pastor.
Hey, watch it. It was crazy because me and you talked about this, RG. It was crazy in the week's time when they gave that chicken sandwich for Popeyes. You had more people in line at Popeyes than you had at the voting precinct down the street.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I got a question. You're right. Hey, JB.
He was drunk.
Hey, JB.
And they had to pay for the Popeyes, and they got the voting for free.
Dr. King, Dr. King said we're going to be drunk on the wine of what? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, hey. But if we go a little deeper, JB, I got a question. Hey, you brought up something too. You say read the Bible. My question is this: which one?
Ooh.
They're gonna come for you.
Hey, listen what I'm saying.
Let me take myself off this screen because I know we about to get real.
Brown, we need you. You need to leave.
Y'all need to mute.
Hey, it done been written so many times.
But you got every religion.
Hey, no, listen. It done been written so many times. I'm just saying, because I'm just saying, and I'm gonna leave it like that.
I'm not gonna dabble into nothing that I can't give you no facts on. So all I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, JB, I'm looking at the clock and it say 1:31, and I know we ain't got much time, and he get ready to go deep dive into the Bible. And I can talk about it, but we'll be here till 1 o'clock if we start talking about it.
Subject.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch nothing that I can't fully dive into.
All right.
Let
Producer,
me
next
remove
subject.
myself from this
Producer,
conversation
next
right
subject, please. Next subject, please. Producer, meantime, between time. Hey, I'm gonna take this one. I ain't been first all night. I'm gonna take this one.
Go ahead, Daddy.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm gonna wait for this one.
The strip club.
Oh, actually, the bathroom
Hey,
at the strip club.
this better than the script club.
Eating them wings.
This better
Right.
than the script club. Hey, my quiet time. Hey, read what Tanya said. I can't say
Remember,
it.
this is a family show.
I know it. No,
Hey,
but they showed me.
it's after dark. It's after dark. Ain't nothing
It's
family
after
about
dark.
after dark,
It's
Look,
bro.
after dark.
anime,
Hey,
but I'll need you to be a little rougher, anime.
I
let me
never
tell
bought
you.
one of them chicken sandwiches from Popeyes.
Hey, let me tell you, my quiet time is this.
I like,
Hold on for a minute. Hold
Oh,
oh,
he
Jesus.
did
Move, move,
he done did the cross
move.
and everything.
on. No, come on back. Come on back. Come on back, y'all. Don't
Hey,
mute me. Don't mute me. Come on back. I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna keep it clean. So, on a serious note, my quiet time is this. I go in my bathroom, right?
Uh-oh.
I go in
Uh-oh.
the bathroom, right? And I take all my clothes off, and I sit on the toilet,
Let
and
me take
I
my
have a nice. This is my quiet time. I have a nice shit, right? And I have my Bible and I read. That's the most peaceful time I have. That's the most peaceful time I have is when I'm in the bathroom with my clothes off. I'm
J,
sitting with the Bible. That's my time.
J, JB, note to self, never pick up the Bible at Bernard Brown house.
You might not want to eat there either.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, that's my quiet time, and that's the only time I get peace and quiet.
If
And
Bernard
All right,
come
we
with the
got it.
Bible and he want to pray with you, don't read from his Bible at his house. That's what you're telling me. Now,
what you were saying?
big brother Bernard, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. That's good. That's good quiet time.
Hey, seriously, that's me.
All right, we
That's what
got
I
it.
get.
We agree. We agree.
Hey, cause after the show, that's where I'm going at. Hey, you go ahead, Hype Joe. You next.
I don't know how to follow that up with my quiet
Right. Go from
time.
taking a shit to what?
My quiet time is on my front porch. I got 2 chairs on my front porch, and I'll sit in one of my chairs, and I'll have me something to drink, nothing hardcore, like wine, beer, anything like that. Just something to drink out there,
Well, you
and
ain't got
just
no good time then.
and then just feel the breeze, man. I don't drink no more, so RG. So yeah, I mean, every blue moon I'll drink a
We
beer.
send our condolences.
If Bernard comes out, I'll drink a beer as long as we're not in his house, cause I ain't Bernard do too much
What's
walking
that
around.
brown thumbprint on my beer?
He do too much walking around naked in his damn house, and he be touching everything. I just gonna touch a beer, touch a stove, touch a Bible,
No, I'm
touch
good.
a. I ain't got nah.
You
So
hungry? No, I'm good.
as long
Hey,
as I'll
y'all
meet
are
him.
welcome to my house.
Yeah, I don't
Y'all
know. I
welcome
mean,
to
bro,
my house.
as long as we outside the
On the
house.
deck.
Smell like
Yeah, on the
collard
deck.
greens in
Yeah, on the
here.
deck.
No,
you better put some
Jules.
gloves. You better put
Jules
some
was at
rubber
my house the
gloves
other
on.
day. He
Huh?
had a good Jules was to my house the other day. He had a good time. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
good.
It
Well,
was
That's
Jules,
good.
if that stomach start hurting you, no why.
He had on
Now you
rubber
say too
gloves.
much information. That's why we at America After Dark. We give
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Never
but
give too much
that'll be
information, America.
that'll be my time. That'll be my downtime. That'll be my downtime outside on the porch. Or if I really want some peaceful time, I go out to the lake, and I'll sit in the boat and fall asleep. I haven't done that in a long time, but man, that's the most peaceful time in the whole world. It just falling
But
down that
nobody
lake.
can stop the boo boo time.
As long as you drop that thing into the lake, because if you fall asleep and you don't drop that thing in the lake, you might be at the other end of the lake and not knowing where you at. But that's pretty much my free time, man.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, but you got a toilet on that boat, right?
No, what it is
He ain't talking about no yacht.
you turn around, you aim and you shoot, and then after you shoot, you go back to sleep.
That's what he talking about. Drop. Make sure you drop it before you go to sleep.
Oh no, y'all killing me. Go ahead, Jake. Go ahead, Ninja Boy. What are y'all?
My quiet time, honestly, is when I get in the car. Man, let me tell you something. I'll get in the car in a minute and just drive and ride around. And people say, well, you burning gas. Guess what? I ain't going there. I ain't going there now. And I damn sure ain't going to pick that joke up because it's quiet time. So even though I'm having the concert in my car, that is not my selection.
I'm glad he didn't say. I'm glad he said in no closet because I don't want to see him trapped.
Hey,
Oh, woo. Damn, boy.
Hey.
Whoa.
hey. But I make sure, but no, that I do that shit before I go.
Right.
Hey, you got it out the way early, Jay.
I do it. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Ike. Go ahead, Ike Turner.
I take this. This is my quiet time. I got some candles.
You can't have the music. You can't have the music.
Time to
No
go.
music.
No
No,
music.
yeah, we do not own the rights to that music.
Right,
we do
right.
not own the rights to that music. That's
I
all
do.
you got. That's all you got to say, dog.
What you need to do is subscribe or mail something back to yourself, and it'll be yours. Let's say you want to write a song, you want to write a poem or anything. Just write it, put the date on it, mail it back to yourself. That's a way of copywriting. For all you out there in America who want to do something like that and don't want to spend a whole lot of money on trying to publish stuff or get a lawyer and all that stuff. If you're writing something, just write it down. You write your music down, mail it back to yourself, and hold on to it.
And
So
that is coming straight to you from Judge Ike. Ike is one who is supporting that,
what's your
and if
quiet
he's
time?
saying that must be right.
Your
my
quiet time.
quiet time is having some candles, sitting in the middle of the floor, playing some instrumental
You ain't
music.
got no Ouija board, do you?
No Ouija board. Listening to some instrumental music and just writing songs and writing thoughts. That's my quiet time. It's not much, but that's my quiet time. I could be in the middle of my living room and just writing, concentrating, listen to meditation music, and just relaxing. That's my quiet time. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't even have to leave the house.
Well, that's good. Everybody had a good quiet time, but it's nothing like butt naked and having a good shit with the Bible in your hand. That's a good time there. Producer, next subject. Next subject, producer. Next
We
subject.
don't know what just happened. We had technical difficulties.
Mute
Put it up,
Bernard.
JB.
Mute
Technical.
Bernard. Hey, in person.
Mute. Everybody else move. There you go.
Hey, I don't know what that was, Bernard. Hey, all right. Hey, Rose. I would tell St. Peter to open the goat for Troy. Y'all remember me? I was in fences. I'm Troy. St. Peter, know your name. I seen Troy on the back of the fence. And you know what? One day St. Peter's came down for heaven and he started talking to me. Yes, he did. He started talking to me and he said, hey, I know you, Troy. That's my brother, but he got your name in the book. He don't have my name in the book. He got your name in the book. And God is going to come down and bless you so much. And after God gets through blessing you, you know what he going to do? I think God will come down and bless all of us. Everybody needs to be blessed. Your Monica Wesley, she blessed me. But I don't care what you say. Hillary, I did not have a relation with that woman. I feel this. Look. I hung out with R. Kelly because somebody please tell. Riding
They are ignorant.
Don't get mad at me, Nature Boy. I know you want Hillary. I know you want Hillary. Hillary belongs to me. Hillary is my girl. And when I have a relationship with that woman, and I'm going to be honest with you, tell you the truth. I have relations with that woman, and I ain't going to tell you what she did to me. That's between me and her.
What she did to you? What she did to you, Bill? Bill, what she did to you?
But you gotta ask Jesse Jackson on that one.
I'm asking you,
She did,
Bill.
look,
What
she did with Hillary Clinton.
You got to ask Jesse Jackson.
Come
But
on, Bill.
So dirty.
what is this shit? Where's the money? Where's the money? Where's $20? That's all you got is $20. Come on, mama, give me some money.
Oh God.
Jesus. Mama, I know you're hiding the money. Mama, give me some money. I'm a crackhead. I need some
Oh
money.
God.
I won't have to hurt you, mama. I will hurt you, but give me some money, mama, please.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I've been riding in my Jeep. I've been riding in my car. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I'm gonna be in jail night and day.
They
Fly
done took everything away.
Damn straight.
Fly away.
Gotta
Don't
hold
fly
my booty tight. I can't sleep at night. But I want to thank all y'all for coming on the panel tonight. I thought Jay was going to incriminate himself. He keeps coming in and out. Nature Boy keeps coming in and out. Y'all got to represent America after dark. Y'all can't keep coming in and out. Either you win America or you're not. You disappeared plenty of times tonight. They muted America, but America don't let them mute you no more, boy, because you know that. I want you to stand up for yourself, America. Stand up for yourself.
Oh boy.
Touchdown. Hey, I don't know
Right,
Ronnie
touchdown right there.
Hey, I don't know Ronnie trying to mute me. I'm like American After Dark and shit. When I'm American After Dark, I can do what the hell I want to do on my show. My next producer, next subject, meantime, between time, we going with Hype Joe. We going with the boy.
Bernard,
We
look
going
at
with Hype Joe. We going
Bernard, look at Slim I got. Look at Slim I got. Yo, remember when I was an old fat guy, I had all that weight on me. Yo, talking about how fat I got. Look at me now. Look at Bernard. I don't got with Magic Johnson too. You ain't the only one I don't got with Magic Johnson. I had 10 girls of my own too. Well, I don't know what you talking about. And OJ talking about, I tell you down there on P Street on top of the high rise, I rolled up and down the street looking down at everybody. I knew you stayed down there, Jay. I was down there with you down on P Street talking about beep, blowing your horn at everybody, trying to get everybody off the street. And you, I see you down there at the ball, Nature Boy, with your ball in your glass. You ain't slick. You ain't slick, Nature Boy. I know what you been doing. You hanging with your ball. You hanging with your ball. And the ball trying to come down here. Hey, Bernard, come down here, give us a Dutch. You ever want no Dutch, you lose the ball?
I can't.
Hey,
I don't know how you expect to be serious after that, man.
Right.
touchdown.
Right.
I got popcorn shrimp. I got bubblegum shrimp. I got pop shrimp. I got chicken shrimp. I got holy shrimp. I got American shrimp. I got all kinds of shrimp that you need if you want to. And me and Bubba, we're gonna get us a shrimp boat.
You know what?
We're gonna ride all the way down there. We're gonna Captain Dad, but can you call Captain Dad? Tell Captain Dad to help me with I just got so much stuff. Captain Dad, I love you. And I love Lucy too. I love it. I love my mama. Me and my mama said in Savannah Forsyth Park when they made that movie, bro. And I love her. Me, her, Bubba, all of. And you know, Bubba died, but Bubba died. Bubba.
Not brother.
Yeah, but I carry Bubba, bro. I carry Bubba across my shoulder, and I got all those troops. I got all those troops out of there. And you remember when I went and meet the president? I met the president, and he gave me a Pepsi, but I had to pee. I almost peed on myself.
At least you didn't take a dog.
Is that Bubba? Is that a Forrest Gump?
No, that's Forrest Gump, but I'm just showing you my best friend, Bubba.
Hey, Bubba took the dog.
Next subject. Next producer. Oh, Lord.
Mama, give me the money. Mama, give me some money.
$20.
Gator, you sold the tree. You sold the TV, Gator. You sold the TV. We can't even. Your daddy and me can't even look at TV no more.
My Lord.
Where did I go wrong with you, Gator? Where did I go wrong?
Mama, I'm
My-
sick. Mama, I'm sick. Just give me the mama for daddy. Come home.
Hey,
Hey, what was it? What was the subject before this one?
um,
Oh, there you go.
Somebody
Quiet
leadership.
mind wanna know.
what do a
What does
quiet
it mean
mind
to
want
be
to
a
know?
leader?
What do a leader mean to you?
Rick Flair already told you to be the man, you got to beat the man. You
That's
start
it.
with
Yeah,
that.
Big Brother Brown, I got an acronym I use and for lead, and it is a leader is lead. They lead, and
Right.
that person learns the audience, learns the people they're leading, educates those people who they're leading, advocates for those people they're leading, and then delivers for those people they're delivering. And so I put it all together in an acronym so we can understand its steps to being a leader. A lot of people
Right.
just will say you lead by example, or you would step in the gate and be the person who's at front. But if you understand that, if you learn, you educate, you advocate, and you deliver for the people that you're sit to lead, I think those four pieces of that acronym can pretty much put you in context of how you need to be a leader.
Hey, I'm gonna piggyback on that and just take a page out of my own book. I'm a supervisor on the job, so my thing is, I tell people, I wouldn't ask you to do nothing that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't ask you to do nothing that I wouldn't do. You know, if you don't see your leader changing a tire, if you don't
Okay.
see your leader standing up for somebody, if you don't see all of these qualities, it's hard to be a good leader because no one is going to follow you. Someone jump in front of you and take a bullet for you, that's a leader. And also that calls your parents. But at the same time, I wouldn't. I'm the type of person. I would ask you first before I tell you. I would ask you first before I tell you, because if I ask you to do something and I ask you in a certain way, I'm gonna get the best out of you. I'm gonna get the best out of you. I'm gonna get the best out of you. And I want to lead by example from the people that was leaders before me. I take a page out of everybody's book to try to mold myself to be a leader and a good person, because I know the people that's under you are going to follow you, because guess what? They're going to one day become a leader and they're going to get all that training from you.
Right.
So
Right.
however you lead, just like a parent, however you lead, that person behind you or that person under you is going to see that. So if you're not a great leader, how are you going to have followers?
Right. You're right.
I agree.
You absolutely-
My big sister said it best. A poor leader takes all credit and gives all the blame.
That's right. Yeah. Go ahead, Nature Boy. And
Well,
we winded down. Hey, what
everything
time I got 12, 16. What time y'all got?
12:19.
12, 19? Okay, then.
I think we got about 10 minutes left.
10
Yeah.
minutes. All right, we good.
So-
We good. Go ahead.
Everything that was said is perfect, and I'll add this to it. When you are a leader, you have an enormous responsibility. You have a seat at the table. Your role in is to be in service to the constituents in which you serve. What that means is service means not thinking about what you want to put forward, but what's best for that constituent. When you lose mind of that, you become an ass kisser. And if people wanted an ass kisser, they would have put them up there. But to lead means you advocate for the people.
No, the one
You
they put
stand
up.
for the people. You do for the people. You come last as an individual.
And that was more on politics. And
I mean, even if you are a CEO,
I'm tired.
stand up for your
There we
people.
go.
That's in any role.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I see leadership as a servant, opportunity. If you're, for example, if you're a scout leader, you serve your fellow scouts and put yourself. It's like being a captain on the ship. You're either going to sit there and put yourself first and get all the glory, or you're going to make sure everybody get off the ship first, and you make sure before you even do anything else that everybody's safe.
I agree with you,
to
man.
serve people.
Yeah.
Even if you the head stripper, you a leader.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
all head stripper, the lead stripper. She is a leader. She is a leader.
First.
She been around the strip club for a long time, and she knows
right.
how
That's
to
it.
make that pocket change. She's a
Right.
leader.
Right.
You can't just talk about politics all the time, man. We need to be talking about, the head stripper or the
Right.
or the
Right.
somebody. I'm trying to think of another person who's a
The
very
head
intuitive
stripper.
person.
The head stripper.
I mean,
The head
I'm
stripper.
sure all the head strippers in Atlanta, but not know him by first name. I mean,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's what gets me a good
No,
context. I mean,
Hey,
that's what it
and
is.
you're right. Hey, I like what you say.
even
Y'all,
if you sorry, be
hold
the
on.
best at it.
All
You
you,
know what
hey,
I'm saying?
you absolutely right. And I'm glad y'all made that point because I was gonna pick it back on a leader don't always have to be somebody who's leading a community or somebody who's leading anything. It can be anything. Like Jay said, it can be the lead scripper with red pumps on. You know,
Not red
and
pumps.
hey, but a leader is. I wouldn't tell nobody to clean out a damn garbage can if I don't clean out the garbage can. Okay, I wouldn't
Yeah.
tell I wouldn't tell my players to run through a wall if I don't run through a wall. A leader, I always tell people, you know, some people you born to lead, not learn to lead. If you don't have it that born to lead in you, and you try to make yourself out a leader, it ain't gonna work. Okay,
And I think
you gotta have it within there. You gotta have it within your heart. At
and
the
I
end of the
think
day,
people. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm not going I'm gonna do the right thing. And one thing about people don't understand is this here. Kids watch what you say. Kids watch what you do. Kids learn from you. And you got to realize too, the next leader is our kids. So if you putting out a bad example, then that's what they're gonna learn from, a bad example. You know what I'm saying? So hey, at the end of the day, you know, just try your best. And one thing I can say about all us on this panel right now, we passionate about what we say. We good. That's why I was talking to James' girlfriend, Sonia, and she made a good point tonight. And she said it's not enough black men's panel like this. She said all she see is women panel, the view, the this and that and this and that. She want to see
But no,
a
that's by
man.
design, brother. That's by
Yeah, I know
design.
it. I know.
That's by design.
She want to see from a man's perspective, and I'm glad we putting this out from a man perspective because you know what's happening in our community now, Jay and Nation Boy and James. They got us. They got the black man fighting against the black woman, hands down.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
who's gonna win, and that's what's going on here.
The Willie Lynch syndrome.
Boom, touchdown. That's
Wait,
it.
do y'all mind letting the white guy come in the group?
No. The white guy need to stay out for a minute. But
Hey,
on a serious
hey,
note,
hey, hi. What fraternity is Bill Clinton member of? So he is honorary black.
yeah.
What fraternity is he a part of?
I'm a Mason. I'm a real
Hey,
Mason.
hey,
Hey,
producer,
I
next
ain't
subject.
gonna
We
go
running for
there
time.
because I
Next
love my
subject,
boys, but
producer.
I ain't gonna go there. So he honorary black. I'm just gonna say it. We ain't did
Hey,
it.
hey, Tanya say the panel for ESPN. Hey, at the end of the day, we more smarter than the ESPN. We can talk more than sports, baby girl. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
a shame.
Hey,
And that's a shame that they catalog us as
right.
being only able to talk about sports.
Yeah,
When we
we can
should be
talk more
having
about sports.
we should have a plethora of ideas and intellectual
That's right.
capacity topics that we should be willing to be talking about in
That's
America
right.
at all times.
That's right. And you know what? And you know where they're gonna get it from, Jay?
Right.
And Nation Boy and James, they gonna get it from ATR Black Media Network. We gonna tell it like it is. We can talk about any damn thing on this panel because we very intelligent, very
Hey,
smart, and we
We can
handle our
talk about
business.
global
and,
warming.
let me do this for the founder of HR Media. For those of you in Port Wentworth who stand behind the bastard that put up that case,
Ooh,
you
shit.
see Julius put together this platform here. And y'all
Yeah,
don't want him as mayor, y'all losing now.
right. Amen. At the end of the day, and we got we got about five. What we got
Got
5
2,
minutes?
3 minutes.
Hey,
3 minutes.
Bernard.
Hey, so we're gonna do this here. Hold on, we're gonna do this here because we running for time and we want to rerun the show. Hey, at the end of the day, we want to bring on Jules Hall and let him have the last word. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, we'll pick up the next subject maybe next week. Hey, I love y'all. Hey,
I'm gonna go
in
buy
the
me a
meantime,
flag. I'm
between
gonna go buy
time,
me a flag so I can have a
hey,
flag like Bernard
There it
Brown
is.
in my
hey,
background.
I got, hey, if y'all need a flag, I can give y'all a flag. I got
I
3
got
of them
one.
right now. Hey, Jules Hall, hey, get the last word before we can do it, Jules.
Good night, everybody. That's the last word. Y'all had a great show. Great show. Y'all are really hitting on all the subjects. Y'all are bringing comedy and some seriousness with it. And you're right. All the women show, all those shows on TV for us are catered around women. And the only thing, like my wife said, is ESPN. But we are changing that, and that's what we're here to do. We even got a sports show coming up. So
Right.
y'all stay tuned. It's all coming up pretty soon. And y'all stay tuned to this show because we're going to give you what those women on The View can't give you.
Hey, hey,
You got
some
my
red
vote.
punks.
You
Hey,
got my
I
vote, Junior.
appreciate y'all.
You got
Hey,
my
I
vote.
thank y'all for having. Hey, we good to go. Hey, y'all have a good night. Love y'all, and we out of here on America. Share, share, share. Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah.
ATR Media. We out of here.
All things
Peace.
relevant. All things relevant.